Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Sabansky, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, we've been producing quite a bit of Lebron content, and we've, for whatever reason, annoyed some people, and some people are now doing the thing that they normally do, start counting. Oh, you did one video, 3 out of 4 videos, 5 out of 6 videos, 8 out of 7, 8 out of 9 videos. And my question is, when did you and I start agreeing that you guys can tell me what to produce or question what I produce? Like, as if, what do I have some agreement with you guys? What do I have to check with you guys before we produce whatever we want? If we want to talk about LeBron for the rest of the month, we can do that. It's our channel. So people asking us this question is like, what? Okay, it's enough. You're not allowed to talk about this guy. Again, another way to try to silence people, control people, try to control what they can say. None of that's happened. If we want to talk about LeBron for the next 10 days, that's exactly what we're going to do. It's our channel, right? So I don't remember the last time when we started Dreamers Pro seeing any of you guys there for me to be feeling like I got to come in and check in with you guys before we produce what we want to produce. You're acting like as if someone is forcing you to watch the content. This is the part I don't understand. You can't stand the content. You can't stand what we're saying. Then why are you watching? Who's forcing you? It's like going to a restaurant, eating food you don't enjoy, but then going there every day to complain about the food you don't enjoy and then paying to eat the food. I don't get it. But anyway, we have another video because I'm not done with my thoughts. Like, when I'm done, then I'm done, and I'll move on to the next topic. But anyway, you guys know Rich Paul made a lot of noise over the last few days by things that he said. And the irony in all of this, and I said it in yesterday's show, and I'm going to reiterate it here today, y'all are acting like as if somebody's picking on LeBron. Rich Paul, the agent of LeBron, went out there and started saying things about Michael Jordan and saying all of these different, it was him that said it. It wasn't Michael Jordan. It wasn't me. He went out there and started saying things. Now, if people want to react to it, it's their right. Or he should just talk and no one has a right to critique, give their opinion on what he had to say. It's unbelievable to me. They're acting like as if somebody's picking on them when they're the ones themselves that went out there and started talking. You can't say, oh, this GOAT debate. Again, another GOAT debate. The guy chose number 23. He wrote the chosen one on his body and then made it clear that he wants to go after MJ. Then in 2016 called himself, which was extremely tacky, goes out there and calls himself the greatest player of all time, knowing that people were going to react to it. And then when people react to it, you're like, oh my God, I'm being scrutinized. I'm being picked on. Give me a break with this nonsense already. And it seems like I'm not the only one that's becoming nauseated and getting nauseated with this thing. For whatever reason, I've said it in shows before and I'm going to say it again. Last time I checked LeBron James's net worth, LeBron is worth over $1 billion. $1 billion freaking dollars. The guy makes millions of dollars every single month. You're mega rich. You have all of these people that support you. You have, I think, maybe 100 million followers across all of your social media platforms. And still with all of that, there's this flagrant level or alarming level of insecurity, which I just really don't understand that. I remember Kobe when I think he retired and he's like, hey, what do you think about when people rank you here, where you rank your days? Like, people gonna have their opinions, man. That's for them to do. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and get caught up in that because I'm comfortable in who I'm. Like, I know who I am. So people are going to be doing all of these different things. That's them. But it's not going to knock me off my stride. I'm freaking Kobe Bryant. But for whatever reason, these guys, I don't understand where this insecurity is coming from. And it seems like I'm not the only one that feels this way. Just yesterday, I came across a clip. From Steven Jackson, who's very outspoken. Steven Jackson, former NBA player, co-host of the All the Smoke podcast. Y'all know who he is. And he was discussing this very thing. He was alluding to Rich Paul. He was alluding to LeBron, like, yo, bro, you're mega rich, you're on top of the world. And still there's all this insecurity. And even Steven Jackson himself seems to be totally confounded by all of this. Totally confounded. But before we even get into his comments, this video is brought to you by sponsor Aura, who's also the official sponsor of the T-Wolves. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's the sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/dreamerspro. And when you try Aura by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So what we want to do is we want to play what Steven Jackson had to say. It's a very short clip, and then we're going to come back and give you guys our thoughts. Take a listen to what Steven Jackson had to say there.
Good morning, world. Hey, the quickest sign of you not being confident in yourself is being a yes man, right? Don't be a yes man. Just because somebody got money doesn't make them right, right? Even with my opinions, I know I may not be right all the time, but I stand on my opinions. And it's gonna have to be somebody that I respect, and I respect their knowledge for them to correct me. But don't be a yes man. That is the weakest individual on the planet, because they don't have an opinion about nothing. They just doing everything they can to benefit from whoever they're trying to benefit from. They're not gonna say what's best for that person. They're not gonna say what these people need to hear. They're just gonna be a yes man so they can benefit from this person. That's not real love, and that's not genuine support. So stay away from yes men and don't be around yes men, bro.
I've honestly never seen people who got so much going on for them, who got the world at their fingertips, play victim so goddamn much, man. That shit drives me crazy. The who got the most going on complain the most. But that goes to show y'all ain't come from no type of struggle. The ones that really struggle ain't complaining about getting out their life and seeing a better life. Ain't nobody complaining. How can you be at the top and still complaining about what people that don't matter say? That's crazy. Like you can't be bigger than life and still be so insecure, bro. It kills me. Like, be confident in yourself. Why do you care what people think or people say? When you at the top of the world. I mean, nowhere close to that. But I could care less of what nobody say. I'm straight.
So you heard what Steven Jackson had to say. Even Steven Jackson is confused by all of this. He's confused by it. And I'm confused. Really, I am. I am really, really confused. Here's another reason why this thing is just disturbing. I'll give you guys an example of what I mean. Here's the practical application of what I'm talking about. If you scour through the internet, whether it's on Google, whether it's on YouTube, if you search basketball topics, predominantly on all of these basketball-centric websites that publish articles, a lot of them publish a lot of positive things about LeBron James. This is the vast majority of them, starting from ESPN all the way down. If you go on YouTube and you search LeBron and look for people discussing LeBron James, whether if it's people in big media or independent creators, there are a lot of people that have a lot of nice things to say about him and a lot of people that actually support him. Some are independent creators, some are people that are working with corporate media. A lot of that goes on. A lot. And I'm not going to list all of these different outlets, but they're there and you guys know all of them. And I think they're the overwhelming majority that actually cover LeBron, I think these guys are saying positive things about him, especially when it comes to these news publications. But then you have other people out there like myself, maybe like Too for TV and others, Too for Sports, and others that have a counter view to some of the views that they have. Now, we have some people that share the same view as myself who are towards the further end of the spectrum, who have very, very strong views. And then you have myself, and then you have people that are right of me. And then you have us. And the issue seems to be this. The issue is not with the people saying nice things. The issue is with the people saying negative things. And to me, what I don't understand is all of these people saying these positive things, writing these positive things, that ain't enough. That ain't enough. Do we all have to share the same worldview as it pertains to LeBron? Is that what you're telling me? Number one. Number two, don't you want to counterbalance? You just want it to be positive things about this said person? Is that what it is? Is that how it operates within LeBron's camp? Because to me, for the simple fact that Stephen A. Smith, when he disclosed the conversation he had with Rich Paul, where he said, I have LeBron ranked number 2 all time, and he says that's disrespectful, that proves to me that that is one insecure lot. It is one insecure lot. Do you know why? Because he's taking offense to what one person has to say. Or maybe he was upset at the fact that one prominent voice that could influence a lot of people out there is taking this position, and therefore their intended outcome won't be achieved, which is problematic, because now it's like you don't want people to have their own point of view. You want them to have your point of view. That's like some dictator nonsense. And to me, the question I keep asking myself is, what is all of this about? What is all of this about? There are people that are anti-Kobe Bryant. You pull up the video of me anywhere on this channel in the 2,000 plus videos of me cussing somebody out because they don't like Kobe Bryant. Cursing them, calling them names and abusing When did that ever happen? When did that ever happen? It never happened. It never happened. People talk. I disagree with them. Sometimes I take strong positions, but it never crosses the line into disrespect and call. That's first of all, I'm a grown ass man. I'm in my mid-30s. There's some jackass out there telling me, imagine this dude opens up a live, members only. You got dudes in the comment section beating their meat to this dude. This dude will even tell you my age. I never even met this dude. I've never even seen a picture of this dude's full face. I've never seen this dude nowhere in my life. He's telling me how old I am, when I was born, and all of this stuff. This is where we at with it. So to me, I think Steven Jackson is 100% on the money. This is becoming nauseating. And if somebody has a different opinion from you, it doesn't give you a license to go out there and start whining and crying all over the place. Because to me, it sounds like a bunch of whining and moaning and complaining. It's like you guys cannot handle other people's opinions, but you guys want people to accept your views. That's crazy to me. It's crazy, and I'm not coming off of this position. Y'all got to chill with that. You say, oh, I'm a hater. What are you then? You're a lover. You in love with this dude. For as much as you've seen me defend Michael Jordan, defend Kobe Bryant, have you ever seen me post a picture of my bedroom with Kobe Bryant bed sheets or Michael Jordan? One of your biggest supporters on TV has done that and asked the question, is this too much? You dudes are taking it into the weirdo realm. The weirdo realm is where you guys are heading into. You calling dudes your daddy, your king and all of that. You dudes are taking it. Y'all are worshiping this dude. And it's weird. It's really weird. Some of y'all need to check y'all worship this dude. It's some really weirdo stuff. I'm just keeping it a buck. especially you dudes over 25, 30. Get a life. Get a life. You should be more invested in your family than invested in some dude that doesn't give a damn about you. That's all I'm saying. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, leave your thoughts in the comment section. We catch you on the next show. Peace.